Hey everyone, Adam Shar here from Bravura Media Company. Today we have another vintage map for you guys. It is a map of St. Paul, Minnesota that was originally produced in 1867. As you can see, it is a bird's eye perspective map in that we can see building architecture, changes in landscape, elevation, vegetation, the different streets. We get to see riverboats. We get to see a lot of different three-dimensional aspects on this map. So let's dive right in. We're going to zoom in, kind of explore and examine this old map from 1867. Go to the bottom. We can see St. Paul, Minnesota. We see the date, 1867, written on the bottom. Immediately, I mean, the artwork on this map is truly amazing. Look at the detail of the railroad right here and in the foreground of the map. Quite amazing. We've got a name of a ship, a riverboat right here. It looks like Phil Sheridan written on the side. Certainly other boats along the river. St. Paul written on the side of that riverboat. Here is the city. As we can see, the street names are labeled right through here. Market Street. This looks like Washington. Franklin, 4th Street, Eagle Street. We can see a lot of the buildings, a lot of the taller buildings are located along the riverbed. We see the riverboats docked over here with a few horse and buggy and people right over by 3rd Street. We've also got a key right here, and it lists, there's a lot of churches listed right here. A lot of churches and a few government houses, whether there's a state capitol, courthouse, a schoolhouse, city hall, market house, opera house, city park. So let's locate some of these locations. I'm guessing that's the Capitol. Where do we got a number? I don't see a... Oh, here's 23. That, I believe, is a church because the later numbers were churches. I think that's labeled 1. That's not a person drawn. That's 1. I'll check that out. 1 is State Capitol. I was right. Pretty obvious that that would be the state capitol, considering the vegetation, the trees line the sides of the road, and it just looks like a domed capitol right here. Cool. That church is right here. 23 is a church, I'm pretty darn sure. Yeah, Presbyterian Church. Let's see if we can find something else on this map. A courthouse. A courthouse. Let's see. That's a church. You just tell by the cross right there. Here's 3. This is a government or a schoolhouse right here. 3. That's a schoolhouse. Right here, schoolhouse. An old schoolhouse on Washington and Market Street. Very interesting. Let's see what else we can find. These look like 25 is a church, I'm sure. Churches with later numbers. What else are we looking for? We didn't find the courthouse, did we? Or the city hall. Would the city hall be closer? Down here is another church, 24. 28, that's another church. Churches are very much labeled on this map. Courthouse. Where is the courthouse? Here's 7. 7's an earlier number. Let's see what 7 is. It's a vacant plot of land. That's a city parks. That was a park. Let's see. Right here. City Parks by Wakuta Street and Sibley Street. That's another church. The courthouse is a mystery, I guess. pretty hard to locate. I don't know what that symbol is. It's kind of unclear. What's courthouse on here? 2? Is that a 2 symbol? Doesn't look like a 2 symbol to me. I don't know where the courthouse is, amazingly. It's kind of hard. It's like playing Where's Waldo on this map. I typically would have guessed that'd be in the downtown area. But that's a church. Is that a courthouse? Is that just outside parentheses? I think that might be the courthouse. It's either a courthouse or a Lutheran church. But my gut tells me... See, these numbers are just kind of... I think that's 2 because we've got printed... This looks handwritten and it looks like a different font from 19. So, whew, this map was definitely altered at some point. I don't know when. I want to say that's a courthouse. It just looks like a courthouse. It doesn't look like a traditional church. 2 stories. And I'm guessing courthouse, but I could be wrong. But certainly a beautiful map that we have here. I mean, detailed horse and buggies going over the bridge. People out in canoes. I just love these maps, man. It looks so amazing. The architecture. Here's 10. That's a church, I'm sure. Another church. Man, I don't know what it was with them, but they really liked labeling churches. More so than government buildings. City Hall. City Hall. We found the state capitol. Right there. City Hall should be right around, I'm guessing right around here where the action is. Right around the reason why these riverbeds are so built up with buildings and or factories is because they transported goods on these river boats. You know, it was just a way of getting goods out very easily, and that's why you see in a lot of these older maps the buildings are just built up on these riverbeds. So it's not clear what those buildings... I'm guessing that's a courthouse over here. That's a 2 with the parentheses. I'm just guessing it, just based on the vegetation on the outside as well. Usually, the government building, the state capitol had it like this. The trees lined on the. I'm guessing that's a courthouse. You don't see a church warded off like that with trees, not like that. So it usually looks like a government building. Here's 3. Or are we looking at... Oh, we found that. It was schoolhouse. Yeah, schoolhouse. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where the heck City Hall is on this map. If someone's from the St. Paul area and they still have the original City Hall, I'd like to know what street. I'll do another video on it. Is it on 4th Street? Because that's a courthouse right here. I would assume the... It's just so hard to find. The numbers are so small, and they're not clearly kind of written on these maps. You know, it's hard to decipher. So this is the map of St. Paul. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do videos like these all the time where we look at old maps. We investigate maps of old cities, of different old states, of countries throughout the entire world, old world maps. We cover a lot of different history as well as vintage maps. So definitely subscribe to us. Comment if you have any questions on this map or you'd like to see other maps of cities throughout Minnesota or of the Midwest. Definitely leave a comment, like this video, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, take care. All right, bye.